Welcome, everybody, to Breaking Balls. This is the show for sports fans by sport fans, and we're going to talk MLB playoffs today. Did Aaron Boone pull his starter too early yesterday? Are the Dodgers unstoppable like they were last year? We're going to get into that. And plus, of course, Detroit tied their series. I'm sorry, the Guardians tied their series against Detroit today. I'm Joe, and before we go any further, please subscribe down below. Helps us out a lot. And if it's your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Here it is, postseason picture. My video yesterday briefly went over the new format for the playoffs, but the higher seed gets all home games in this first round. It's a best of three. The Guardians today beat Detroit handily, tying that series. I thought that the Guardians would win this series easily. Well, it goes to a game three. It's basically for everything. I mean, all pressure's on the Tigers. Tigers really do not have a good offense at all. Last night, Boston beat the Yankees. We'll get into that. And right now, the let's look at this over here. Cubs are being shut out by the Padres. Not good for me, not good for my FanDuel account either, as I thought the Cubs had a substantial edge, especially in pitching today. But you could see Guardians won 6-1. Tigers going to have to come out of the gates storming tomorrow. But the late games last night, I covered the two early games, didn't cover the two late games. That's what we're going to get involved with today. Let me get into my film room here. And yeah, a lot of Yankee fans were irate. A lot of Yankee fans were irate last night. Dodgers, man, they are absolutely stacked. I can't believe how good their lineup is. I don't know how they didn't win like 112, 115 games this year, but here's Ohtani leading off the game with a blast. The Dodgers really never looked back. They picked up, I think, 4 home runs in this game. After yesterday, I said that in the postseason, a lot of the big home run hitters, they tend to get neutralized by good starting pitching. Good starting pitchers generally don't give up. And there's a second one. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But good starting pitchers usually have a plan for these big guys. Why are you pitching to him? It's 2 out. I know you can't walk him, but like that's a mistake. But for me, the story was Snell. Snell pitched like an absolute ace. And we're going to get to his highlights in a second. We don't need to see this too many times. But here he is. Guy got through the first 6 innings on like 70 pitches, couple hard hit balls in the 7th. He gave up 2 runs, but the game was out of reach at that point. It was like 8-2 when he left the game. Unbelievable stuff last night. Staying at the bottom of the zone, picking off the outside corner against righties, and he just keeps the ball down. And in the inning that he did give up a couple hits, couple runs, that's the one thing he didn't do. Maybe just tired. Maybe he was sitting for too long. Dodgers had some pretty long innings with the bats. But, man, this guy had everything working for him. Change up to righties. They were way out in front in the playoffs. These hitters muscle up. They're pretty anxious, up and out of the zone. You're not hitting that because you got to worry about the low outside. Got to worry about the low outside off-speed stuff. There you go, off the plate. This guy was off the plate the whole game until the 7th inning. Dodgers win easily 10-5. And then, that's it. I mean, Dodgers coming from behind against the Dodgers, especially the Reds. The Reds don't belong in the playoffs. They're a product of this expanded format. It is what it is. And I saved the best for last. Boston, New York. I thought the Yankees would just win the 2 games and advance. No, that's not what happened. Red Sox at Yankee Stadium is always a good one. If you saw on social media, the Yankees would not sell tickets to people who didn't live within the tri-state area plus Pennsylvania. So not many Red Sox fans who lived in Massachusetts were able to buy tickets directly. Don't know how I feel about that one, but I mean, Yankees want to make sure their fans get the tickets, I guess. They don't want out-of-state people scalping. Here's something you don't see every day. Anthony Volpe, where were you all season? The fans wanted you gone, getting them out in front. And here's Max Fried. Yankees did what the Mets couldn't do. They went out and signed a legitimate ace. I know he's overpaid. The Mets' philosophy is don't give massive contracts to pitchers. The pitchers always get hurt. I mean, the Yankees do the opposite, right? They got Garrett Cole. He was out for the year. Fried stepped up as an ace. And here we go. Aaron Boone tinkering, takes out Fried. I don't know how I feel about it, but I mean, what are you going to do? It's the playoffs. You have to manage every inning like it's precious. I really don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the managing. They're going to pull pitchers unless they're absolutely dominating. Fried was not absolutely dominating, although he did have a shutout going. I'm sure he's not happy. But Red Sox come back. Yankees end up losing this. Let's see if we've got the last inning. Yeah, here we go. It's not even fair. Chapman comes out of the bullpen. He's effectively wild. He's all over the place. Gets a strikeout. Here's Chisholm, who didn't play. They bring him in off the bench, and he's facing 102 after sitting for 2.5 hours on the bench. It's not fair. But look, Yankees had the bases loaded here. Nobody out, and they can't push anything across. And this guy, man, I can't believe he's still in the league. I can't believe he's still this good. Guy just throws smoke, absolute smoke, absolute smoke. Grisham, you're a good player, but it's just not happening for you today. Just not happening. So Yankees are behind the 8 ball. I think they'll win today. Rodon is pitching today. Rondon is a very good pitcher. Red Sox are throwing a pitcher who really had a rough September. I bet against the Red Sox. I don't care that they have momentum. I think the Yankees are going to win. Man, the Cubs losing this game. I mean, I thought the Padres would win the series. I thought the Cubs had an edge in game 2. I guess I'm backwards on that series. Hit the bet today with the Guardians. I think the Guardians have a good shot to just wrap it up tomorrow. Get on them early. Tigers are not going to catch up from behind most likely, and that's that. But yeah, Dodgers again today. They're huge favorites against the Reds. Dodgers win today. They get to rest, and they'll face the Phillies. The Phillies sitting for several days. I don't think that's a net plus, but we'll see. Anyway, you're a baseball fan. I'm a baseball fan. Let's enjoy these games. If you're a Yankee fan, you're not going to enjoy it very much if they drop this one. So see you later.